So guys, hello everyone. Today, February 1st, time 14:02, temperature +4. I will be working as a courier for Yandex.Video in Novoslobodskaya. Here actually is my thermal bag, clean, just as it should be. Also for the first time I put on a winter jacket with a turtleneck. Just one without a t-shirt, and I haven't put on long johns yet because it's too warm. It's a warm winter, and indoors while walking you get hot and start to sweat. That's why I dressed a bit lighter today. Also, my phone is only charged to 33% today, which is really bad. If my phone dies, I'll just start working with the iPhone 16 Pro Max, but for now, I'll be working with the Samsung. By the way, I shot some videos on Samsung during the trip. It actually shoots really well. Even though it's not a flagship, it's a sub-flagship. Super phone for 70,000 rubles. You can also use it as a camera, basically. The only thing is that transferring to the MacBook is inconvenient. I'm transferring through the Share It app. Alright, then I can start working now. The thermal bag definitely has to be small. It's convenient to work with. You're not bothering anyone. First, I'll grab some coffee at the French baker. By the way, I try not to go into the room with the thermal bag so I don't bother people. And it's more comfortable for me. No one is going to steal your thermal bag. It's not needed by anyone at all. Alright, let's run in and grab some coffee. The hours of operation are around the clock. Cool. You can also get cocoa here without sugar. I usually don't buy food here. What about the smile fee? No. Carbohydrates, so to speak. Alright, and usually while I'm waiting for the coffee to be made, I step out to the line. Alright, let's go. Novoslobodskaya. I'm right by the metro. We're starting slot 1407. The order comes in right away. I've been here before. So we have to walk for 6 minutes, 6 not 10 meters. And Yandex Dostatka, remember, it doesn't give you a time buffer, it gives you a rush. And in Yandex Idea, you can work calmly, you see. So there's no need to rush too much. I'm going to grab a coffee now and then head out with the order. Alright, they've prepared it for me. We'll drink on the way to the order. The day was a success. So again, Novoslobodskaya, and I'm going without Yandex Maps. Lesnaya Depot. Stolen the bowl, a multi-order has come in. So I need to pick up 2 orders. I don't know if it's at one place or not, I still don't know. On my way, I'm drinking coffee. Again, you get used to working in one area. Novoslobodskaya, Beloruskaya. Almost the same addresses. And I don't need a map. You see how comfortable it is to work. So if I used to constantly look at the map, now I don't need to do that. I just use it instead of my phone and Yandex Maps. I'm holding coffee in one hand. I can afford it. I'm becoming experienced, really. Although I only work for 2 hours a day. As a side job, it's getting much easier already. And I really like to walk. I even miss it. Yeah, it's beautiful here, but by the way, it's humid today. That's why I didn't wash the car yesterday. I just looked out the window. Why wash the car? I think it will just get dirty again anyway. And that's why I didn't dress so warmly. Yes. Long johns there, a t-shirt underneath, and another one. No. And that's because if you go to the sleep field now, you can spray specifically there. You can spend a long time looking for a place there. But the way I walk, I don't get cold. I warm myself up by walking. Here it is, the Lesnaya Depot. I even know the entrance, it's the 4th one, I think. I don't really like the forest. This is the depot because there are a lot of people, a lot of saints, a lot of places, a whole maze. But again, that's my theory. When I don't know something, I actually dive right into it. I remember when I worked as a taxi driver, I was afraid to drive through Taganskaya because, you know, there are a bunch of roads and it's really complicated to navigate. I remember, on the contrary, I used to drive around Taganskaya a lot to study the area. And now I know this place perfectly, better than those. Here's the Lesnaya Depot. I don't know it very well right now. I should actually go there more often. To know this place perfectly. To study it. That's what I always do. If I don't know something, I actually go there. There. You need to go to the places where you don't understand anything. So you can start figuring it out. Like this. Here's the 4th entrance for couriers.
Well, the security guards here are very polite, as they said, right from the start. Well, you open your thermal bag, show it to them, and they tell you where your place is, the establishment you need. That's cool. And here are the folks from All in the Bowl. So we picked up the first order, now we're heading to McFactor. Let's go. At this same Lesnaya depot. Yeah, it's really inconvenient even to get through with the thermal bag. There are really long lines. It's a big, very popular place. But even now, dressing like this is so easy. I'm already starting to sweat. Well, I'm starting to have a little drink. We need to find Kerner number 19. They have a numbering system here to make it easier to find things. And the lines are like at Savyolovsky. Oh no, it's not like at Savyolovsky, it's like at Gorbushka. Oh, how much does this cost, by the way? Which one? How much does this one cost? Are you filming? You're filming, right? No, but how much does this cost? 14 rubles. Ah, got it, thanks. So, I see 16. So, it's somewhere nearby already. At McFactor. So there's really no need to rush here. A lot of time she's giving it up, thank God. A lot of time. A big supply. Oh, by the way, I was walking by McFactor and I realized why there are so many people here today on a Saturday. This is definitely my order. At McFactor, the second order, so we need to go to the first order. It's 10 minutes, 9 and 74 meters. In 10 minutes, we'll be there. Awesome. This is what our orders look like. Everything fit perfectly. You need to carry it carefully because it seems like there are liquid products in there. You see, if I had dressed a bit warmer. I sweated in my Bipescu, but I unzipped my jacket, so I'm basically fine. Now I get why there are so many people here because it's Saturday, right? A cutting machine with perforated discs. Some kind of Avito travels, I don't know what that means. Write in the comments if you know. What kind of travels are those? Everywhere ads for Avito travels. By the way, I need to buy a Gelandewagen, that's an idea. Write in the comments if it's a good idea or not. The route, guys, is very simple through Novoslobodskaya metro station. Again, I'm going without Yandex Maps. I'll get to the metro and then I'll find my way home. It's really easy to work with the maps now. Calm and very simple. The weather is also fine, basically. Without precipitation. Oh, a brand new scooter courier. You can tell by his perfectly clean clothes. Actually, even just walking down the street, working 2 hours a day, it's already starting to get dirty. Especially on the underside of the lower parts, I mean, there's no way to avoid that. And if you work on a bicycle when everything is flying at you, you can get dirty even faster in just one day. Next time when I ride with Shibak Sara, I won't go. So 200 kilometer age, 220, is just unnecessary. It consumes too much fuel. Yes, and this quieter drive you will get further, like at 30. Now I'm just reminding you how crazy I was. It gets a bit scary. Now let's calmly cross the road and get to the traffic light. And that's it, basically, we're here. We're only about 250, 300 meters away. Oh, I remember, I once went into this building. It's not that easy to get in here. Do you see these royal gates? This is a quest. It's a small, but a quest. The first obstacle has been overcome. It turned out that the gate is open. The intercoms, of course, have video cameras. That's cool. And the doors are so beautiful. Order without the option, leave at the door. Now we are this one. We're going to ring the doorbell, knock, or do something there. No, the intercom was opened by another person. By the way, not a resident of the apartment. That's it. I handed over the order. Let's go. Deliver the next one. And with that, I finished the slot. For now, there will be a 10-minute break. The first order brought us 154 rubles. So here is the next order of the social, and leave them the beast, and it is written at the gate to call anyone. They don't know where the phone is, or where it is. The next order is a 16-minute walk, 1.5 kilometers. It's quite far. The weather is nice, actually. It's not cold, not too windy, and no precipitation. In this kind of weather, it's definitely nice to work. Just like that. We endure. I wonder what other orders there will be today. Alright, we're going back outside.
It's noisy on Caput Street because of the cars. We need to go over there. Their address was raised once. It turns out we need to get to the second Brestskaya. That's where I usually park the car. Here. We're walking to the Belaruskaya metro station, by the way. So it's a nice area. Wow, there are a lot of cars parked there. Cool little cars are really fun. So here's Quiet Street finally. I'm passing by the old church. And here's another building that looks pretty cool. Huta Clinic. Wow. See, I told you about the life hacks for couriers. When you wear a turtleneck, you don't need a scarf. Your neck is covered, and you won't catch a cold. I walked around a lot with my jacket unbuttoned and didn't catch a cold. Thanks to the turtlenecks, my neck is warm, among other things. It keeps you very warm. It keeps you warm. Models are taking photos of models. I started with 30% battery, now 23%. Let's see if it will be enough for me. At Mayakovskaya. And walking around Belarusian is just awesome. So, well, the last bits of the route. So we'll cross Tverskaya and Yamskaya first. And then we'll end up on second Brestskaya. Oh, by the way, the battery is at 21%. But if anything happens, I can rent one, right? Power bank. I completely forgot about that. Grab a charger or something. Or Energol as it's called, that's my idea. Yandex just sent a notification that I can get a power bank. So we have some traffic jams here. There's quite a bit of traffic. And there's a traffic light here, so we can cross the road. Just go straight diagonally to that house, which is the one we need. Basically, that's it. The entrance is also indicated by the code of AFON. Just awesome. Oh, just in time, someone is coming in, lucky us. This is what the yard looks like with trimmed trees. Inside, the street. The intercom worked cool and beautifully. The door opened in the direction specifically indicated in the comments. So, we need to hide ourselves somewhere. 10 houses, that's exactly clear. I'll start checking my thermos bag now. Let's count it now and see how much we've earned. Now we're going to check the selfie twice. The check came out today. So guys, the second order brought us 152 rubles. I'll tell you how long it took. So that's 2 orders, 1 multi-order and another one. 306 rubles and 40 kopecks. So I checked, and that amount was earned in exactly 1 hour. Well, give or take, it's about 1 minute. It came out to 306 rubles an hour. Just like that. Please write your opinion. What do you think? 300 rubles, 305, how much was it? Is that normal for a chat or not? Well, it's acceptable, but I've had better results. I was making 450 rubles an hour walking. On a bike, of course, you can do even more. But today it turned out like this. I succeeded the most when I went out to Belaruskaya in the morning, when it was neither light nor dawn. At 7, 8 in the morning. This is the most profitable time. Go out at this time and order the expensive ones. Basically, you can work every day from 7 in the morning until 12 around lunchtime, and that should be enough. Now, how do I get out of here? You don't even need to touch it. So you just bring your hand up and that's it. Anti-coronavirus button. By the way, if you go to the region in the Kunst car, you'll look like a super rich person. But in Moscow, you'll look like a super poor one. There are those Chinese Kunst cars, the ones with the glowing front, like a Rolls Royce. Well, they usually look like that, only with backlighting. If you arrive in some region on it, you will probably be like a king of water sports there. But in Moscow, you're just a person who didn't have enough money for Germans, for example, for BMW. Here, I bought you a Kunz. Also, when I was driving in the region, for example, cruisers and Range Rovers are highly regarded, right? So regular cars, diesel, gasoline. And when I started approaching Moscow right away, Voyage, Lezian, Premium. The Chinese have arrived. Well, there's a lot here too. Range Rovers, right? And cruisers. But in Moscow, they are not afraid to buy modern Chinese cars because there will be places to service them. But in the regions, there will be nowhere to get it fixed. Oh, with the horns of the FSO. Here's another walking courier with a big thermal bag. Walking couriers, they still show up. There are quite a few of them after all. So there is demand for them. That's understandable. A walking courier. This is the simplest way to work. You don't need a garage. You don't have to drag your bike in and buy this bicycle. Here you go. You just rely on your own 2 feet, no conditions. There's no money, but when you start from scratch, you come out into the light and immediately start making cash. So guys, there's 16% battery left. I had a break for about 15 minutes, probably, oh no. I had a break for 12 minutes, that's why. We don't count that time. So you can take the charge and now we wait for the next order. Here. If you need anything, take the charge. I remember the coffee shops. Okay, the cooler bag stays here. Here. Here, take the charge. You can take it. That's how the taste comes. Villa Express. Let's take, of course, the thing is that I didn't take care of it. I should have taken a power bank. But oh well, I don't care. The machine gun fired only the power bank. Now we're going to use the charger. Here there is micro, USB, Type-C and everything else. And here this one is bent. Micro. USB, micro USB. It's all broken down here. As you can see, it's like public property, let's say. Everyone uses it. The Type-C should work. The battery should charge. This should last me for a while. Then we'll return it all. Everything's great. Let's go. Here is another walking courier. Couriers are also hanging out. Lesnaya Street is over there. We need to go over there. We'll do it through the underground. There's no other way. I logged into the Take Charge app through my Telegram account. Damn. Now I'm afraid that Telegram will hijack my account and my channel. Anton Vazin will be ashamed now. Because there are a lot of data leaks, I had to log into the Take Charge app by phone number. I rushed and clicked through Telegram. It seems better to log in with my phone instead of Telegram. Authorization through Telegram. Indeed, the charging has started. The charge level has already increased from 15 to 17%. That's it. The process is set up. It's already in progress. Another order just came in. It's a Moltic. Maybe artificially, this is the taste of Villa. I approached Vika's Villa. My order is still being prepared, so we're waiting. Such a big Vika's Villa with a cafe. So it says in April that the order is being prepared, but I don't see anyone gathering my order. Actually, there are no such people. At the same time, the status hasn't been updated. It's still being prepared. So the first order includes yogurt, cottage cheese, so nothing heavy. And in the second order, there are croutons. Pies, cutlets, puree soup, broccoli soup. Nothing heavy either. Lucky? Yeah, no one is taking care of the order. By the way, I haven't mentioned it yet. They aren't even gathering it. Standing and waiting for the order isn't like moving bags around, so we're just standing here relaxing. I could say something, but for now I wouldn't say anything. It's really strange that no one has started gathering the order. Everyone has started gathering now. By the way, we can sit down here. Chair. We're just sitting and waiting for the order. It's a multi-order and it's good that both orders are together. So we won't need to look for a second address. We're picking up both orders here and then delivering them to the addresses. Alright, we're putting this in the thermal bag for now, and this is our second order that they're gathering. So, we just sorted it. It's ready. It's not a difficult task. So guys, I got the second order. Here it's a bit heavier. We're taking it to the first address, 10 minutes, 966 meters. Yandex is giving us almost 15 minutes. Awesome. We definitely won't mix up the orders because there are receipts with the order numbers here. Very convenient. First concrete camp. Oh, there's a video here, right? I wanted to throw on the thermal bag for myself and film it. And then a girl sits down. Go. 10 minutes. Going is just nonsense. It'll be an easy order. No liquids that can spill, ready meals that can cool down. So everything is okay. So we're delivering 2 orders. As you can see, a thermal bag. I didn't even throw it over my other shoulder. I'm carrying everything on one shoulder. This means that the order is light, basically not that heavy. I just alternate shoulders from one to the other to keep the load. Was redistributed evenly, and the good thing is that I started on Novoslobodskaya. Basically, this is where I walk. For now, within walking distance. I'm about 500-600 meters away from Novoslobodskaya, which is nice. They're not sending me far away. So basically, I'm not far from Novoslobodskaya, which is good. I thought people were waiting at the traffic light, but it turns out they're at this place. Wow, it's packed. Is it really worth it? I've arrived for this order and now I'm going to deliver it. All the colors and it smells, both that and this. The first stage, so we all go out, handed over the order.
Let's see how much this order brought us. Interesting. In terms of money, how much this order is. The art brought us 129 rubles and 72 kopecks. So we already have a total of 436. Now we're going to deliver the second art order. So the walking route is 12 minutes, 1 kilometer. The index gives us about 2.5 minutes more for the OK route. It's not as simple as it seems because we'll need to cross the GD paths. We need to cross Butyrsky Val Street. But it's not bad for content. By the way, it's going to get dark soon. It's getting dark soon, as you can see, so I've finished my slot. This will be the last order. And we'll summarize how long we worked and how much money we made during this time. Still, daylight hours have become longer even now. It doesn't get dark as quickly as it used to. Let's say it was already dark at 15:30 now. 16 is still somewhat light. That's nice, but in February it will be about 10 minutes. Last night, I checked the weather, and it got to 5. By the way, I need to go into one of these houses. I haven't been there yet. I'll show you right now. Basically, I like these paths, the routes, crossing them. It's cool to look at things from up high, about the variety of pedestrian routes. And it's also cool to watch the trains. I was really scared of heights when I was a kid. And now, of course, it doesn't really matter. The humidity is still quite high, so you can see. There's a little fog. It seems like it's drizzling a bit. Tiny, 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 just like that. Yeah, really, we're gonna go into these cool houses now. This is where I dragged the bike from. I remember I dragged it and then lifted it up the steps. It was hard. And now I'm walking and I don't have to carry anything. Oh yeah, I remembered. I dragged it from here. Electric bike. Although, what's there to remember? It's a regular route. There's a gas station here. I remembered. I came in here when I was working on my electric bike. Right into this house. Just like that. So, it's nothing complicated. I remember this Top Gun, right where they were flying. I passed by him in such a way that everything was okay, and I handed everything over. I ordered a power bank. Now we're going to return the phone. I charged it to 45%, and the second order brought us 144 rubles and 52 kopecks. And now I'm wrapping things up. I got in here easily. With some other residents, he opened the door. And accordingly, I made it to the 3rd floor. Nothing complicated. So the second slot from Kusvilla, which I needed to deliver 2 orders, which brought in 274 rubles. 53 minutes. So 53 minutes. Okay. So we worked for 1 hour and 53 minutes, and, well, roughly speaking, 2 hours. We earned 580 rubles during this time. Do you think that's normal or not? That's how we worked. Almost 600 rubles for 2 hours. About 300 rubles an hour. It's working out for me. Here it is, right now. At this time, walking with no investments at all. No investments. Here, only muscle energy is used. I finished the little sandwich and that's it. I drank the cocktail. That's all the energy, the fuel. It's drizzling a bit. Guys, if you want to become couriers and work just like I do in your free time, when you wake up and start working, just follow the link in the description and pinned comment right now. They take 16-year-olds at Yandex, only the types. Narrowed down. The number of cities. That is if you want to be there. During your studies in college or school, you can basically do that. Here. Well, and from 18 years old in any city. That's it, the link is in the description and in the comments. Get the same thermal bag jacket and raincoat. So I approached Vikusville. Now we're going to return the power bank. It should be somewhere around here. So there's this, take the charger, and what else? Yarent charger. Also, we're going to return it. Now. Cool thing. Okay. We're returning it. That's basically it. Charging is complete. It helped